Hi, I'm Vijay Kumar, botany faculty working in PSR Pinnacle classes from last 8 years. Today, we are going to discuss how one glucose molecule produce 38 ATP by aerobic respiration. So, consider now this is a cell. In the cell, I'm showing here cytoplasm. In cytoplasm, here I'm representing this as mitochondria. Consider this is mitochondria. Now, what are the main steps involved in the aerobic respiration? We will see first of all. First step in aerobic respiration is glycolysis. Next step is link reaction, and another step is Krebs cycle. You know well, we can also call it as TCA cycle. And last one is very important, electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation. So these are the main steps involved in the aerobic respiration. So we are discussing now how one glucose molecule produce 38 ATP by aerobic respiration. Consider here glucose is present in the cytoplasm. Glucose contains 6 carbons. This glucose by 10 steps, remember total number of steps how many? 10 steps. By 10 steps, it converts into 2 molecules of pyruvic acids. And each pyruvic acid contains 3 carbons. So 6 carbon glucose convert into 3 carbon compound, that is pyruvic acid. Number of pyruvic acid, 2 molecules. Among these 10 steps, particularly at step number 1, ATP fused. And step number 3 also ATP fused. And exactly at step number 6, there is release of or formation of NADH molecule. And step number 7, there is formation of 2 ATP. See, ATP producing first time here exactly at the 7th step. Without involvement of or without ETC, ATP is forming in the glycolysis, that is in the 7th step. And the formation of ATP without electron transport chain, formation of ATP without electron transport chain is known as substrate level phosphorylation. So step number 7 indicate substrate level phosphorylation, that is formation of ATP without electron transport chain. And remember exactly 10th step of this process, again 2 more ATP produced, and this is also we are calling substrate level phosphorylation. And conversion of glucose into 2 pyruvic acids by total 10 steps is known as glycolysis. This is the first step. See now, glycolysis is using 2 ATP molecules and producing 4 ATP. That's why if you take net gain of ATP is only 2 ATP. Out of this 4, 2 ATP used. Now, what happened to the pyruvic acid? The fate of pyruvic acid depends upon cellular needs. Today we are discussing aerobic respiration. That's why consider these 2 pyruvic acid enter into mitochondria. This is the area we are calling as mitochondria matrix. So now from the glycolysis, 2 pyruvic acids produced. These 2 pyruvic acids enter into mitochondria matrix. See, 2 pyruvic acids enter into mitochondria matrix. They perform second step, that is link reaction. See here, link reaction taking place in the mitochondria matrix. That's why there is formation of 2 molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, and each acetyl coenzyme A contains 2 carbons. Each pyruvic acid contains 3 carbons. 2 into 3, 6 carbons, but 2 into 2, 4 carbons only available here. That means there is a decarboxylation taking place. So 2CO2 released by the link reaction, plus there is also formation of 2 molecules of NADH. So this is link reaction where it is taking place in the mitochondria matrix. Next, this acetyl-CoA now perform TCA cycle, also known as Krebs cycle. I am taking 2 acetyl-CoA, that's why we have to consider 2 TCA cycles we have to consider. Because of 2 TCA cycle, there is formation of 6 NADH molecules, formation of 2 ATP molecules, and also formation of 2 FADH2 molecules, and there is release of 4 carbon dioxide. So decarboxylation is also taking place. See, if you see as of now, how many ATP produced? See, here 2 ATP in the glycolysis 7th step, 10th step low 2 ATP, total 4 ATP. This is called substrate level phosphorylation. Net gain is 2 ATP, I said, by the glycolysis substrate level phosphorylation. Even in Krebs cycle also ATP is forming without ETC. As I said earlier, formation of ATP without electron transport chain is known as substrate level phosphorylation. Mind this. Clear? Now count total number of NADH. How many produced as of now? If you take glycolysis slow, there is formation of 2 NADH molecules, and link reaction low 2 NADH, Krebs cycle low 6 NADH molecules produced. So 6 plus 2 plus 2, totally how many NADH? 10 NADH molecules produced. Then if you count number of FADH molecules produced only in the matrix by the Krebs cycle. How many FADH molecules? 2. So 2 FADH molecules produced. So link reaction, Krebs cycle we discussed. Now what is the last one? Electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation. Electron transport chain occur exactly in the inner membrane of mitochondria. Consider this is outer membrane of mitochondria, this is inner membrane of mitochondria. See, this is crystal. Clear? Now I am taking electron transport chain plus oxidative phosphorylation. If you consider total NADH, how many total? 10 NADH molecules plus how many FADH? 2 FADH molecules produced. They enter into electron transport chain. Remember, one NADH molecule can produce 3 ATP because of electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation, and one FADH able to produce 2 ATP by electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation. So finally total number of NADH how many? 10. 1 NADH 3 ATP, that's why 10 into 3 ATP, that is total 30 ATP. 1 FADH producing how many ATP? 2 ATP. But total how many FADH we got because of TCA cycle? 2 FADH. That's why 2 FADH into 2 ATP. That means total how many ATP? 4 ATP. So 30 plus 4 ATP we have got. This is because of what? Electron transport chain plus oxidative phosphorylation. If you consider now substrate level phosphorylation, see, net gain of ATP by glycolysis process is 2 ATP. Even Krebs cycle, that is TCA cycle, also perform substrate level phosphorylation and producing 2 ATP. So 2 ATP from Krebs cycle, 2 ATP from glycolysis. Total how many ATP here? 4 ATP. Produce which one? Substrate level phosphorylation. So see now total 30 plus 4 plus 4. How many ATP? 38 ATP formed. Okay, na? Because of how many glucose? One molecule of glucose. Through which respiration? Aerobic respiration. So by aerobic respiration, one glucose can produce 38 ATP. What are the steps here? Glycolysis, which is taking place in the cytoplasm. Next, link reaction, which is taking place in the mitochondria matrix. Next, Krebs cycle or TCA cycle taking place in mitochondria matrix. And finally, electron transport chain and the acid phosphorylation occur in inner membrane of mitochondria. So final, if you count total number of carbon dioxide, see, link reaction లో 2 carbon dioxide released, Krebs cycle లో 4 carbon dioxide released. So total how many carbon dioxide? From 1 glucose, that is 6 CO2 produced. Total number of ATP 38. Here I am taking 2 pyruvic acids, that's why you have to consider 2 link reactions. 2 link reactions producing 2 acetyl-CoA. That's why I am taking here 2 Krebs cycle or 2 TCA cycles. In exam, they may ask 1 Krebs cycle also. So 1 Krebs cycle means here 1 Krebs cycle produce 3 NADH. I am taking here 2 Krebs cycle 6. 1 means 3. 1 Krebs cycle means 1 ATP. 1 Krebs cycle means 1 FADH and 2 CO2. So based on the type of question they are asking, we have to change the calculations. Clear? So this is total respiration in plants briefing or outline of the chapter. Thank you.